This is a massive pipe that I found in the ditch. I'm pretty sure it's 1,000 pounds, and it's just sitting there. So I'm gonna take it and build a bomb shelter. The only problem is I can't really move it. So I've already tried so hard to move this pipe. I tried a ton of different methods, but it doesn't change the fact that I can't move this pipe on my own. So we put a chain on it and we're gonna see if a tractor can pull it out. So the tractor was able to move it, but watch this. This pipe is so massive that it dug straight into the road, and then the tractor was having a hard time getting it back out. The weight just dug right in. We're gonna try pulling it out this way now. After successfully extracting the pipe, this is what the site looked like afterwards. It looked like we had stolen the national treasure, or your mom. So my dad was the one driving the tractor, and I appreciate his help, but he left it in the middle of this field. How am I supposed to move it? I mean, it's only got a little ways to go, so maybe I can move it on my own this time. So yet again, I was on my own trying to move this stupid pipe, and I tried everything. Maybe if I get all the dirt out. I don't think the dirt was our problem. I think I need to try and get some wheels underneath this thing. So I'm gonna see if I can get the pipe up onto this, so if it does, we have wheels underneath it and we can roll it. It looks like yesterday when we were pulling it, this chain got a little bent. So after embarrassing myself, I called in some backup and a jack stand. Our objective was to get it onto the dolly, the thing that'll make it be able to roll. We exhausted everything. Like, we were trying so hard to get it on there, even though we didn't even know if it would roll very well. And once we were finally able to get it onto the dolly, we couldn't even lift it at all, so we used the jack to try and lift it up some, and it was bending the metal. But we were finally able to get it on, so it's time to see if it can actually roll. And then, all of our progress was gone. Then we realized all we needed to be able to do was turn it because the two of us can roll it easily. So our strategy was to apply pressure on both sides using leverage from these sticks and twist it and then roll it. And it worked very well. Alright, so we got the pipe from over there to over here. It was a lot of work. It took us about an hour and a half. So now that we know we can move this seems a little more possible. So here's a blueprint of this bomb shelter we're gonna build. Step one is to find a landscape that looks like this. I know it looks stunning. But next we gotta put the pipe into place. And we need it sticking out of the ground so there's an entry spot. And on the inside you're gonna be safe from bombs or anything in the event of a nuclear fallout. Anyway, that's pretty much it. All right, so I found a great place to put the pipe. I think how it's gonna be is the pipe's gonna be sticking out of the ground right here. There might be a door on it, and then you could like go inside. Anyway, I have a massive hole to dig. So I started digging the hole for this massive pipe, and while I was doing that, I asked my sister if she would clean out the pipe.
That doesn't get all this big nastiness out of it.
All right, so I did a little digging into the night. It may be big enough for the pipe to go in. I think I might make it a little deeper. I had to put all the dirt on this side because I gotta roll it in this way. And I only get one chance to roll it in. So if it goes in wrong or messes up or somehow goes in the ditch, then it's over because we're not gonna be able to get the pipe out of that ditch. So we need to be very careful when we go to put it in. So we're about to move it to the hole to see if we can drop it in. People were trying to say this was 300 pounds. Uh-oh, if it goes in the ditch, it's over. So we got the pipe ready to go into the hole. We're not gonna put it in just yet because the hole might need to be a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna take some measurements and maybe dig it deeper. Also, we need to be very careful when we put the pipe into the ditch because these pipes like to break a lot, so we're gonna be very careful. So I went to go put the pipe inside the hole, and the worst thing that could have happened, as you'll see. So it's time to put the pipe inside the hole, but I'm not certain it's deep enough or wide enough, so I'm just gonna do a few things to make sure it's ready to go into the hole. And right here is where everything went wrong. As you can see, I stepped on something very sharp, and it went into my foot, and I attempted to pull it out. And that didn't work out too well. I just stepped on something sharp. So I ended up fleeing the scene, and I didn't record anything that had happened, but this is a good visual representation of what my foot looked like. So about one tetanus shot, and a week later, I went back to the pipe. Well, I'm back where my life got changed forever for 2 weeks. About a week ago, I stepped on this, and it went into my foot. It was inside that hole. I went home hopping on one foot, and then I sat on the ground and pulled this out of my foot. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. But anyway, the least I could do is put the pipe in the hole now, because that's what you all want to see. We're gonna find out if I could get it into the hole. Oh my gosh, finally. I did it. Well, I got it into the hole. It looks like it fits perfectly. That was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Not really, it wasn't too bad. Anyway, I think it fits pretty well. It would have been nice if it was a little farther out. I'll definitely be back to do more to it, but it'll probably be a couple days until my foot's better, so I'll come back then. All right, so my foot's good enough that I can at least walk on it now, so I'm gonna see if I can get some progress done to this bomb shelter. Music to my ears. All right, so I covered some of it with dirt. It was pretty exhausting, but now I want to see if I can fit on the inside for some reason. All right, how am I gonna get in here? I think I'm gonna go in back first. Ugh, okay. Ugh. This is terrible. Hey, I fit. I'm gonna get kind of dirty in here, but at least I know that I fit in here pretty well. I mean, I'm gonna be turned around the other way when I crawl into the actual bomb shelter. So I need to get to work on the other side, because if it's just this tunnel, then it's gonna be terrible. Getting out is probably gonna be annoying, unless I have some sort of trap door on the other side when I'm done. All right, so my next step is gonna be to dig the inside of the bomb shelter. I'm still not certain how I'm gonna do it just yet, like with the roof and everything, but I'll figure that out. So I'm gonna start digging this hole. All right, so I got the hole a little bit wider and deeper, but I'm exhausted already. So next I wanted to clean out the dirt from the inside, because not gonna lie, it seemed kind of satisfying. But this is where I realized how dusty it was in there. This pipe is so dusty. I think it's because most of the dirt inside there got really dried out, but nonetheless, it's rusty. Rusty, I mean, it's really dusty. And I found a bullet on the ground. It's a little strange. So I got the other side dug out pretty good. It's got some space in there. And I cleaned out all the dust that was in there. It was so dusty. Tomorrow I'm gonna figure out a way to make like some sort of roof on top of it. All right, so my plan for the roof is pretty simple. I'm just gonna take several beams, put them across the top, and put a piece of tin on top of it, and then just pile dirt on top of it. And that's gonna be a pretty secure roof. Also, it's not gonna be like super big in here because if I kept making it deeper, then water would probably flow into it. So I can't make it super deep. This is probably about as deep as I can make it, but I think I like it enough. So I'm gonna start working on a roof. All right, so I'm gonna put the last Matthew beam in place. On my island is buried a treasure chest. So I'm gonna go on the inside and see how big it is. I mean, it's got some space in here. I mean, when I'm hiding from bombs and I'm like, man, there's not enough space in here, but at least I'm alive. Well, it's not super big in there, but if I'm safe from bombs, I'm not complaining. So it's time to put this on as a roof onto here. All right, so the roof is in place. All right, so it's covered with dirt pretty well. It's not blending in very well at all. There's gonna be like a surplus of dirt. It's just gonna be like a mountain sitting next to my bomb shelter. I should climb it and name it Shopify. Anyway, I think I need to make it blend in better. So first I packed the dirt down a little bit and then I put some leaves on top of it. Maybe I need to build like a little stairway right here going down to the door. That'd be pretty cool. So I was building this stairway next to the bomb shelter, and then I realized I wasn't alone because there was something in the ditch next to me. Oh no! Ah! As you can see, there's a snake in the water. I'm not certain what kind of snake it is. Anyway, my stairway is coming along, but that snake, where is he? There he is. I think I only have one option here, and it involves violence. All right, so I'm gonna get back to work on these stairs to make them a little better. And if I see a snake again, there's no running because these Crocs don't have sport mode. All right, so we got a staircase going down to the pipe. It doesn't look the best. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. I think I'm gonna find a way to make it look more natural, like plant some plants around it maybe. So first I went and dug up a tree and then planted it next to the bomb shelter. All right, so I don't know if I like it too much. I mean, it looks a little out of place, but I'll just let it grow right there. It'll probably be fine. After basically planting a Christmas tree next to my bomb shelter, I found another kind of plant that I wanted, and it's this moss. I got some moss to go put on the bomb shelter. I don't know how much water moss really needs. It's probably not that much, but I'll just put a little around it so there's some moisture. All right, so I'm gonna go on the inside for the first time after building the roof. I don't think there will be, but I hope there's not any snakes that got in there because after seeing that one in the ditch, I'm a little paranoid. But I'm gonna go in. I don't think there is any snakes. It looks kind of terrifying if I'm being honest. All right, well, we got a flashlight, so I'm not too scared. Oh my gosh. This is kind of sketch. It's actually kind of cold in here for some reason. It's kind of dusty in here. All right, no snakes. Without lights, it's kind of terrifying. And there's bugs in here. Oh my. Ah! Oh my gosh. What the heck? Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm a little scared being in here if I'm gonna be honest. For some reason, there's bugs hiding in here. I don't know if the environment is good for them, but why are they everywhere? I think I'm gonna get out. Oh gosh, I don't like it in there at all. That was so terrible. There's like such little space and there's like bugs in there, making it so terrifying in there. And it's like pitch black when my flashlight on my phone turned off. It was pitch black in there and I couldn't see anything. I think I'm gonna have to build some sort of trap door on the other side because this being the only way out is a little scary. All right, so here's my secret entrance. It looks like a snake hole. But as you can see, it's a good spot to get in. There's a lot of dirt that piled up in there, but I'll just dig it out. All right, so I'm going in through the secret entrance. This bomb shelter is getting a little sketch. I mean, this doesn't even do anything anymore. It might as well come out. There's no bugs in here anymore, so that's good. That space needs to be a little bigger down there. This beam came out, so that's not as supported anymore. So it rained a lot last night, and surprisingly, it doesn't seem very wet on the inside, so I guess that's pretty good. I wanted to test it out for like the end of the video, like against like a bomb or something, but bombs are illegal. So the second closest thing would be like fireworks or something, but I haven't found anywhere that sells fireworks in the middle of February. So that's a shame. Maybe I'll have to do a part 2, and if you want to see a part 2 of this video, where I maybe upgrade the inside a little better and test it out against like bombs or not bombs, but maybe fireworks. So if you want to see that, leave a like on this video, comment down below, and I guess subscribe so you can see the video when it gets posted. This bomb shelter is so stupid awesome.